What is up, boys? Your boy ST coming back here, and as you can see on the screen today and by the Cam Newton jersey, even though he's technically not on the team anymore, we're going to be rebuilding the Carolina Panthers. So I used the upgraded roster for Madden 21, so technically we'll be playing the 2020 season, but it's after the draft, and we got all the draft classes we got in terms of Derek Brown, and then obviously everyone else that got drafted, Joe Burrow to the Bengals, so we'll be playing off of those guys, and Tua. So let me fix the coach real quick, and I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, so let's check out the lineup so far. Obviously, Teddy Bridgewater on the team. Still got Chris McCaffrey, obviously. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, Robbie Anderson, Seth Roberts. Offensive line is not great. That's going to be a major point of emphasis. And honestly, DJ Moore is the only receiver I really want to keep. So probably after this first year, we're going to try to get rid of some of these guys and see if we can get a couple draft picks or if we can get a high impact guy. But we really just want to build around Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore. Teddy Bridgewater, we might try to build around for a little bit. Depends how he does this season. I've done a couple simulated seasons with him, and some seasons he's been in the MVP category, and other seasons he's been absolutely trash. So it's going to just depend on how he develops. Quan Short, he's ending the end of his career. Brian Burns is a big person that we want to build around on the defense, but that's mainly it. And Derek Brown, who we just drafted this year. Those are the two main guys. Everyone else, every other position kind of needs upgraded. Cornerback is not great. We have Dante Jackson, Trey Boston at free safety, but everything else really needs improving. So we're going to simulate to the midseason mark, and I'll see you guys there in a sec. All right, so it looks like we're not doing that well. I didn't expect us to do much this season. We're 2-5. We'll upgrade our players real quick, and then we'll check out, see. All right, so the offense is up to an 83 overall. Looks like Brian Burns got up to an 82, Dante Jackson up to an 82, Trey Boston up to an 80. So I don't expect us to make the playoffs. I imagine the Saints will probably win the division, but we're going to put in college players real quick. We're going to import that file. I use just the one that's the most used in terms of the Madden share files for the 2021 draft. So obviously got Trevor Lawrence as the number one quarterback, and Justin Fields in there. Penny Sewell, I think is how you say his name, the left tackle from Oregon. So I'm not really sure who we'd like. Depending on, I haven't got Trevor Lawrence yet in any of my ones where I wasn't recording, so that would be kind of cool to get him, see what he can do. But we're going to simulate to the playoffs. Don't imagine us making it, but I'll see you there in a second. Right, so we did not make the playoffs. Looks like we actually went 7-9, which I'm kind of surprised. Let's look at the stats real quick, see what we did. Decent year for Teddy Bridgewater. Looks like now where we want it, 24-9, about 3,500 passing yards. Christian McCaffrey was amazing, per usual. Curtis Samuel was statistically the best wide receiver. DJ Moore not far behind. But like I said, I think we're going to try to trade Curtis Samuel and probably Robbie Anderson as well. Don't really have any need for those. I'm trying to get younger people. Let's look at, in terms of wide receivers, let's look at the defense. Sacks, looks like 8.5 for Brian Burns. That's big. 4.5 for Shaq Thompson and Yetur Gross-Matos. Quan Short with 4 as well. Derek Brown, our rookie, with 1.5. Let's look at interceptions real quick. Looks like we only had 2, so that's a problem. Takeaways are a problem. Shaq Thompson with 1 and Troy Pride Jr. with 1. So let's go see if we won any reward. If I can talk, let's go see if we won any awards. Jeez, I still can't talk. Don't picture us being in anything. Looks like Christian McCaffrey made it to number 10 for Offensive Player of the Year. Let's look at Defense Player of the Year. Oh, Darius Slay with the Eagles. It's cool. That's different. So Shaq Thompson actually made it number 5 in Defense Player of the Year for the NFC. But that's it. Let's look at Offensive Rookie of the Year. Nothing. And looks like Brian Burns for and Troy Pride made it in there for Defensive Rookie of the Year. McCaffrey second for best running back in the NFC. All right, let's see. I don't think we're gonna bring any of these guys back. None of them make any sense. Not gonna. We'll spend our money elsewhere. So let's advance to the off season. I don't think usually not many good players there in terms of the first season. So let's see if there's anyone that piques our interest that can help us out. Levi Wallace might help out in terms of cornerback help. Don't know how much sense this makes. Could be just a filler for a couple years, you know. As far as that, maybe Andrus Pete, get him in there. Looks like we might be able to get him in for cheap now. Osamele can still get in there for cheaper, but I really like Andrus Pete. I got him before. Looks like he has a fractured foot. We're not paying for him for that. Yeah, like I said, not a whole lot. That's a lot of money for him. So we're just gonna see if we can kind of give him less since he is a little bit on the older side. He's 31. So see if we can get him for 86 points. It doesn't look like anyone else has bid on him, so we might be in a decent position to get him. So we traded Roby Anderson and Curtis Samuel for the 15th pick. And then we have the 10th pick as well. Okay, here we go. This is kind of a crazy trade, but Shaq Thompson and Kawan Short. Kawan Short, I like him, but he's just aging a little bit. Shaq Thompson, I think we can get someone better for middle linebacker. We kind of just need to retool that whole linebacking core. And the number 3rd pick in this year's draft, or next year's draft, sorry, for the number 3 pick. So I think that's good. We have 3 picks in the top 15. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the draft now. All right, let's look at the draft board, see who we would even want to get. See, Trevor Lawrence, he just has a horrible combine grade. Jamar Chase would be super nice. Like I said, we need new linebackers. Micah Parsons would be really good. Early first round, yeah. So really, I'm cool with any of those. Let's go to the next pick. And they took Trevor Lawrence, number 1. I'm surprised. He did not have a good combine. Let's go to the next pick. And they took Micah Parsons. That probably would have been my pick. So let's go ahead and see who we got here. We got Penny Sewell, who I think that's how you say his name. But he would obviously be a really good addition to the offensive line. But that's not the biggest part we need right now. Jamar Chase is just super, super good. I think that's going to be the move for right now. If Justin Fields is there, we might take him at number 10. But, I mean, the 40 could be a little quicker, but I think he's going to be the best wide receiver out of this draft. And he's ranked number 2. We got him number 3. I mean, 79 overall. Super good value. All right, so here at number 10, Justin Fields is gone. Caden Stearns looks like could be really good. Had a really good combine. Wow, that's insane. Rondell Moore, I mean, geez, an 8.0 combine grade. First, and I mean, we'd be just stacking up on wide receivers, but kind of want to go another direction where I think we can. That's more of a position of need at the moment. And so I think we're going to go with Caden Stearns. 7.0 combine grade and first, second, or third. The lowest he is in 4th in terms of free safeties. So we're going to get him Caden Stearns out of Texas. Ranked number 21, but got him at number 10. 76 overall. I think we throw him in the lineup. I think he'll be really good and has a chance to be a star. All right, so we're going again at number 15. We could get a right tackle, a cornerback, and Sean Wade. Jalen Waddle is still there, but I think I'll wait a little bit to pick another wide receiver. And I think that probably going to be the move, Sean Wade, the cornerback out of Ohio State. Really good broad jump, good bench press. Speed could be a little bit faster, but not absolutely horrible. Slot cornerback. So let's go ahead and draft him. Number 12, we got him at number 15, 77 overall. I think really good pickup for him and good slot for him to go. All right, round 2, number 10. We just need a lot, to be honest. Jamie Newman did not have a good draft, and I don't think we would build around him anyway. Justin Ross could be an option here. We could get a backup running back. Don't really think we need to. If we did, Jamar Jefferson, but I don't know. I know the combine isn't everything, but doesn't look like he had that great of one. I think right now, I think we're going to go with Justin Ross out of Clemson. He had really good combine, ranked number 40. We got him at 42. 74 overall, but I think he'll be a good third wide receiver for this group, built around DJ Moore, Jamar Chase, and Justin Ross. All right, round 3, I don't really know what else there is for us to get here. We could get a right guard, but most of these guys can go later on. Right tackle, maybe, no. Any linebackers? All right, I think Ronnie Perkins out of Oklahoma. Good broad jump. Get him as a left end. Kind of reach for him a little bit, but I think we're going to do one more pick. Then we'll let the CPU handle the rest of this draft. There's not a whole lot of other players that I really want, or we obviously have a need in a lot of areas, but this guy looks like a really good center. We can get him obviously cheaper than Matt Paradis, however you say his name right now. So we're going to grab him and kind of reach for him a little bit, but it's okay. 65 overall. We'll see if we can develop him any, and we're just going to simulate to the end of the draft, let the CPUs handle the rest. All right, let's look at the squad so far. So Teddy Bridgewater is still the quarterback. We got him up to 77 overall now. DJ Moore, Seth Roberts over there, and then Jamar Chase and Justin Ross. Like I said, probably after the season, we're going to get rid of Seth Roberts, and the offensive line is getting better. We drafted this guy, so we probably won't resign Paradis. I think his contract is up after this year. Osamele is a good filler for right now until we can draft someone. Right side needs some work, but we do got Moten over here. And tight ends, need a new tight end, obviously, but okay for right now. Then we traded Quan Short, obviously, so we got Derek Brown, so now he can really do his thing. Yetur Gross-Matos had a good season last year, so we'll see if he can keep developing. Brian Burns, Dante Jackson, Troy Pride, Sean Wade we drafted. Safeties and linebackers definitely need some work. That'll be coming up in probably next offseason. Like I said, don't really picture us doing anything this year. But I'm going to simulate to the midseason point, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so it looks like we're 3-4 right now. Not horrible. It looks like we just won a weekly reward. Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, that's not great stats, but 404 passing yards. Let's go upgrade our players real quick. Like I said, don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year, but Jamar Chase looks like he's killing it. Looks like we're up to 84 offense, 81 overall. It looks like Chris McCaffrey's contract is up, and obviously do everything to re-sign him, the best player on the team, without a doubt. And we'll give him whatever he wants to keep him here. Improving the bonus, geez. Taylor Moten, we'll probably bring back in. He's a good, decent right tackle. Looks like everyone just wants a bigger bonus. All these other guys, don't know if we'll bring back in. We probably won't bring back in Osamele. So we'll probably bring back. Not too bad. We have the money. I mean, we have over 100 and we have a lot of room. We have a lot of cap space, so we'll keep him around, and we'll eventually get McCaffrey and Moten back as well. But we're just gonna simulate to the end of the season because I don't picture us making the playoffs. We're gonna load in the new CPU. Got someone from MSU, but we're gonna bring in the 2022 draft class, and I'd say we bring in the 2022 draft class, and we're just gonna simulate the rest of the season. I'll see you guys there. All right, so we did not make the playoffs, which I'm not really surprised. Let's go check out. We finished 7-9, which I'm positive that's what we finished last year too. Let's just look at the stats real quick, and then we're gonna get into the off season, and hopefully year 3 we can do something. Offense is not great. We need Teddy Bridgewater we need to get rid of him. Definitely. McCaffrey had an okay year, but that's okay. Seth Roberts leading the way. It's weird. Jamar Chase down there. DJ Moore. That's going to change eventually. Let's look at... I did it wrong. Let's look at sacks. Yetur Gross-Matos. Looks like he's doing pretty good. We might keep him around. 6 sacks. 5.5 for Derek Brown. Brian Burns with 4.5. Not too bad. Let's look at interceptions. That was the problem last year. Looks like Dante Jackson had 4. Nothing else really. Everyone else just had 1. 2 for Jeremy Chin. So let's go to the offseason, see if there's anyone else we really want to sign, and see you guys in a minute. All right, so here we go. So for McCaffrey, we just needed to increase the bonus, I think, but we'll give him, like I said, whatever he wants to. We'll increase the salary too. I mean, he needs it. We need to keep him here. Taylor Moten, I said we're going to bring him back. Same thing with him. Needed a bigger bonus, so we'll increase that. Keep him around. Jeremy Chin, he actually had a really good year, so I think we are going to bring him back. We'll just raise that up a little bit. Sign him with the team. And nothing else. I think I'll bring back Yetur Gross-Matos. I don't think he'll be, like, long-term, but we'll spread this out over from this. Like I said, I don't think he'll be the left end that we want. We'll bring back Troy Pride too, because he's had a pretty good 2 years so far, but nothing else really makes sense to bring back. Biggest thing going into the offseason is getting a new quarterback, whether that's free agency or the draft, or trade if we have to trade someone. $77.76 million in cap space. We can bring in Patrick Mahomes if we wanted to. Looks like, and the Colts kind of lowballed him. They got him for 71. No other quarterbacks. Marshawn Lattimore, we could bring in another solid cornerback, but I like Dante Jackson's Sean Wade. I don't think we need to spend that much on a corner. Maybe Sheldon Rankins, bring him in for the defensive line. There's a couple things. McKinley could be good, a good right end, but we have Brian Burns. So let's go through a couple of these, see. All right, so we super lowballed Patrick Mahomes, see if we can bring him in. Let's look at linebackers. That's kind of like the main thing, if there's any in here, which I don't think there is. Yeah, nothing really catching my eye right there. Sheldon Rankins, I don't really know if that's worth it. Let's look at the offensive line, see if there's anything we need to super bring in. Yeah, nothing's really catching my eye, to be completely honest with you. We might just bring in like an AJ Terry. That's still a lot of money. We bring in Darius Slay, though. He is 30 years old, but we can bring him in for 9.31. We might kind of cut him a little short and see if he'll come in for less, which still the highest. I might update Mahomes' thing. And okay, I'm going to try to go through and do most teams, but I'm not going to freaking go through and get Patrick Mahomes every time, because obviously any team with Patrick Mahomes is going to be ridiculously good. So I'm going to try to switch it up, and who knows if Mahomes will even sign here. So let's see. See if we can at least get up there and compete with, I think the Colts was the other team that offered him. We'll give him 218. We got him literally right there, so we'll see if he signs. Let's advance the week. And rejected. So that's cool. Let's check out our 5th-year option real quick. DJ Moore, we're definitely bringing him back. I know the coach does not look like me. You can never get anyone to look like you. With Madden, they need to just do this fake scan like 2K. Let's take one more look at the free agents, see if there's any stragglers in there that we can... do I have a kicker right now? Graham Gano. He's kind of old, so we might bring in Will Lutz. Or I'll hold off. We don't need to do that right now. Do I have a punter? Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, really nothing else in free agency for us, so we're going to go ahead and go forward to the draft. Okay. Got rid of Teddy Bridgewater. Seth Roberts, 2nd-round pick next year. I feel like I can pick another one up if I really want to for the number 12 pick this year. There's 2 players I'm really eyeing in this draft, and everything else can... All right, so here we go. Yeah, with the 12th pick, we go with Devontae Dobbs, best left guard in the draft from MSU. Go Green, baby. And then, I have back-to-back picks. Yeah, I forgot, because that's what I traded for. So we're going to go... I know this is going to be a reach, but I know he said late 1st round, but I really want to get this guy. I think he can be the best draft quarterback for 2022. So we're going to go ahead and grab Spencer Rattler out of Oklahoma. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot else in this draft. If we can get a linebacker, our linebacking core is still abysmal. So, 2nd round, pick 11. See if there's anything for us. Don't picture there being much at this point, though. All right, DeGabriel Floyd from Texas. It's kind of a reach. Says he's a 3rd rounder, but we're going to get him a little bit earlier. That's a position that we really need. Do what I did in the last couple drafts. I'll do one more pick, and then we'll kind of just let it sim out with the user. I feel like we are going to go with Mike Tufa, though. Scheme fit. He's a 67 overall, but whatever. All right, let's check out the squad right now. Spencer Rattler, going to be the new quarterback. Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Justin Ross, Jamar Chase, Ian Thomas. Offensive line is coming into shape and needs to develop. Devontae Jobs and our left tackle need to develop, basically. Which I know our center that we drafted, I think 2 years ago now, isn't developing the way we wanted to, but he's also starting behind Paradis right now, but he's kind of a low overall. We need a right guard, right tackle we just re-signed. We're honestly decent on offense. We need, like I said, we just need a right tackle, and, we need Spencer Rattler to develop. If we develop, then it'll be pretty good. Our defense is improving. Our cornerbacks are definitely our best position. I have a feeling I'll probably try to trade Darius Slay for someone younger, but we got Sean Wade and Dante Jackson. Brian Burns is still a beast. Our linebacking core is absolutely abysmal. Chin and Stearns are good developing safeties. I'll probably try to get another strong safety, though. But I'm going to simulate to midseason, and I'll see you guys. All right. Doesn't look like we're doing too good right now. We 3-5. All right, I'm going to import the 2023 draft. I think I'll either do 1 or 2 more seasons. Let's go check out the stats real quick. How we looking? Honestly, Spencer Rattler isn't doing too horrible. 12-2. He's just kind of being really conservative. It looks like. But he has a 115 QBR, almost 2,000 yards. Christian McCaffrey is honestly struggling. Looks like Spencer Rattler, he's doing good, running the ball. DJ Moore, Ian Thomas, Justin Ross, Jamar Chase, they're all doing decent. I mean, frick, what's going on? Yetur Gross-Mato, he's still such a low overall, but he's getting these sacks. I don't understand it. Brian Burns with 2. Let's check interceptions real quick. Sean Wade, only one with 1. Let's go check our contracts real quick, and then we're going to simulate to the end of the year and try to load up for do one more year. Not going to re-sign Darius Slay. I was going to try to trade him, but we'll bring back Dante Jackson, though. I think that's definitely worth it. He's a stud. And we have the cap room, $114 million. Okay, we'll just have to bring him back at the end of the year. Derek Brown, we're definitely bringing back. I think he's someone that we need to build around. Bring him back. Everyone else, I'm kind of just going to wait till the end of the season to see what's going on, but I'll probably bring him back. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so I didn't make the playoffs again. Let's see, 5-11. Wow, we're getting worse. Let's go check out the stats right quick. Then we'll get into the offseason. Spencer Rattler, I mean, he doesn't look like he had a horrible first year. About 3,800 yards, almost 39, 25-5. Not horrible. He just, first year. Christian McCaffrey, wow, man. Tell me why Jordan Scarlett had 9 touchdowns and Chris McCaffrey and Spencer Rattler had 3 each. Why? DJ Moore with 9, Justin Ross 3, 4 for Jamar Chase. Wow, man. All right, this is surprising. All right, we'll check out the defense real quick. We'll go through one more offseason, and then that'll do it. Yetur Gross-Mato, 11 sacks. I mean, he needs to just stay in the lineup. Maybe I'll switch to a 4-3. That way I can kind of keep him in there, but then get another dominant person on the defensive line. I mean, wow. Okay, Brian Burns, Derek Brown with 5. Brian Burns with 5, 2.5 for Derek Brown. Gabriel Floyd, our rookie, with 2. Ronnie Perkins with 2. Let's look at interceptions right quick. That's our problem, man. We can't get any takeaways. Floyd, Stearns, Wade, and Dante Jackson all had 1. Wow. Okay. So let me just see if Rattler or Dobbs or anyone got. I doubt Dobbs, but let me just go see if they won anything. Ezekiel Elliott, Jalen Hurts, Offensive Player of the Year. Wow. Let's look at Offensive Rookie of the Year. Spencer Rattler won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Gabriel Floyd. Pretty good. All right. That's cool. Let's go to the offseason. Like I said, we'll do one more offseason, one more season. I mean, we're honestly not, doing that horrible. That's, the most frustrating, part. We just got young players, and it's, I feel like that's what it's going to be in real life with, Carolina, too. I mean, we're just going to have to rebuild. Basically, we're going to have to rebuild and just be patient. I mean, I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be the quarterback of the future for us, but shoot, maybe he would be. Christian McCaffrey is obviously a generational talent at running back. If they draft right, they got Brian Burns on defense. Dante Jackson, I think, can be a big piece for them. DJ Moore, obviously, I think can be a top 10 wide receiver in the league. So it really just depends what, we do in the drafts. If we're able to draft good, if we're all in on Teddy Bridgewater, then go for it. But if not, I'd try anything. I know I didn't do it in this one. I would have drafted Trevor Lawrence if he was there. But, if you have the chance to get a generational quarterback like that, then you go for it. So I think if they go through this year and they don't think that Teddy Bridgewater is their guy, then they need to go then they need to go get one of those quarterbacks in Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. Whichever one you prefer more, whichever one you have higher on your draft class board, you need to go get that one. All right, we're just going to bring these guys back. Matt Paradis, I mean, we can't get really like any better, honestly. We're kind of going to throw him just a little lower. He's going to test out free agency. That's fine. We'll bring back Ian Thomas, though. He's been decent the last couple years. Graham Gano will let walk. Antonio Callaway will let walk. We're going to let our left tackle walk. I think that's pretty much it in terms of people we're going to re-sign. So we're going to head into free agency, and we have a ton of money. So, I mean, we need to spend this money and build up a team to go do it. This is going to be the last season, so let's see what we can build up in this free agency and the draft class. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot of players in the 2023 draft it'll be. So, all right, so we got Griffin. We did not get Armstead, but that's all right. We didn't get Pouncey. We got Fluker. We got the left tackle we needed. We got Vita Vea. That's huge. The right outside linebacker. So we pretty much got everyone except for the right guard, center, left end. All right. So let's see. We still have $41 million, so we might as well just ball out and spend it at this point. Kind of want to throw an offer to a backup tight end as well. All right, so we got both of them. That's good. We'll upgrade our players real quick, and then we'll go to the draft, which Spencer Rattler is the only one. All right, so it looks like we got the 6th overall pick. So we're going to sim to that. Like I said, I don't really know a lot of the players in this draft, so we honestly might trade for someone unless I see Justin Flo. We could get a middle linebacker. Shoot, that might be the move. Yeah, that's a really good prospect, it looks like. We're going to go ahead and get him, actually. 80 overall. Wow. Okay. That's sick. I'm glad we did that. Send to the next user pick. I don't think who I want is going to be there. Oh, yeah, shoot. We didn't have a pick till the 3rd round. All right. See if there's anyone. Kind of doubt it. Oh. All right, we got 75 left outside linebacker. Just add some depth to that. I kind of just really want to. I'm going to probably get drafted. I said I was going to get one in free agency, but I didn't. So I'm probably just going to grab a running back. Because linebackers was the big thing we needed, but I thought that. Okay, so I thought that said Xavier Henderson. Well, you have Xavier Henderson at MSU, but he wouldn't be in the 23 draft. Okay, wow. Okay, maybe we're not getting a freaking running back. They're all bad. I'll probably just pick one up afterwards. All right, so out of USC, good 40 time. 65 overall, though. Okay. All right, we're going to sim the rest of the draft. See, honestly, guys, at this point, if we don't win, I don't know, man, what to tell you. I mean, our offensive line is decent. We could have a better center and right guard, but and even left tackle, but it's honestly, like, doable. But 84 Spencer Rattler is up to now. 93 DJ Moore is up to. We got 80 got Justin Ross, if I can think right now, and 87 Jamar Chase. I mean, we got some ballers on the offensive end. And then Gross Matos, this is the most I've seen him upgrade. We got him up to an 80. Vita Vea, we brought in an 87. Derek Brown. I might change the scheme to 4-3, but now that we actually got decent linebackers, I honestly might keep it this way. Brian Burns, beast at 88. I picture him getting up into the 90s this time. But Dante Jackson, Troy Pride, Sean Wade. We brought in Harrison Smith. We still have Chin back there as well. Griffin, Flo, Floyd. I'm not even going to attempt his name, but he's really, really good. And then Stearns, we got up to an 83. Still really good. Jake Elliott, Pilardi. Solid. I mean, yeah. So, honestly, at this point, if we don't win, I don't think we're ever going to win. We're up to 87 overall, 87 defense, 88 offense. So we're going to simulate to the midseason. And like I said, this is going to be the last year. So this is the last year to do it, boys. All right, midseason, we're 3-4. I mean, Jesus. We are top of the division, though. Division is, man. Let's upgrade our players real quick. But if we make the playoffs and we're like 7-9 or 8-8, some like mid 2010s, like freaking Cowboys and Eagles shit, where they would literally make the playoffs, NFC East, like 7-9, 8-8. Like, if we make it like that, I'm gonna be pissed. Spencer Rattler not having a great year as year one, but nothing we can do now. 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Chris McCaffrey. I didn't pick up another running back, but honestly, I don't know why Chris McCaffrey isn't getting the ball more. I mean, he's got it 103 times as opposed to 25 for our backup, but still. Receiving, Jamar Chase, finally. I mean, he's honestly still not even doing that great. 7 games, 356 yards. I don't understand. 4 touchdowns for DJ Moore, though. Let's just check out defense real quick. Brian Burns, solid. Interceptions, still not getting any takeaways. Wow, man. Is this going to end badly? I hope this isn't how it ends in freaking real life, but we're going to simulate to the playoffs real quick. See you in a minute. All right, well, we made the playoffs, and just like I said, we made it at freaking 8-8, 88 overall across the board. Barely beat out the Bucks for first place in the division. Spencer Rattler looked like he did not have a good season at all. 3,500 yards, 28 and 8 touchdowns. Let's look at Christian McCaffrey. Improved a little bit, but still, I don't understand why Jamar Chase, DJ Moore were monsters. Hey, Brian Burns, 8.5 sacks. Solid. Dante Jackson, 5 interceptions. Finally started getting takeaways, though. Last season, Sean Wade with 2. Vita Vea with an interception. Okay. Floyd, Harrison Smith with 1. All right. We're going to upgrade our players real quick and play this game. Hopefully we can get the dub. Spencer Rattler is going to be up to an 87, though. 90 for Jamar Chase. All right, let's advance this week. We don't want this shit to end in the wild card. And we lost 30. You're telling me with the offense that we had, we lose 34-6. Spencer Rattler, 120 yards. All right, well, I guess that was a learning lesson to get a quarterback earlier on, so he has time to develop. But Christian McCaffrey, 13 for 71. Receiving, obviously, we didn't do much. Ian Thomas was our only guy. Defense, I mean, looks like we just got shredded. I mean, 34-6, that's a tough way to end it out, but let me upgrade the players real quick, and then we'll check out what the overalls got up to real quick. But like I said, I think this is kind of how it's going to be in real life, unfortunately, for the Panthers. I think it's going to take a while. Up to an 89 defense, too. Wow. I think it's going to take a couple years. 87 for Spencer Rattler. DJ Moore up to a 94. Jamar Chase a 90. And Justin Ross an 82. Devontae Dobbs up to an 84. Like I said, he's going to be the best left guard in that draft. And I think he's going to be the best left guard in the last couple years. Coming up in 2 drafts from now. Offensive line could have done better. Moton's up to 85, which he's been like an 84, 85 the whole time floating around there. So, Yetur Gross-Matos, so I've been really surprised with him. He's got up to an 81. Didn't have as good of a year this year. Derek Brown up to an 83, but that kind of stunted his growth getting Vita Vea, but we really just wanted to ball out, spend the money, see if we get a higher overall, and hopefully the plan was to win a Super Bowl. But Brian Burns, like I said, he's up to a 91 now. I knew he was going to get into the 90s. Dante Jackson, 87. Troy Pride, an 80. Sean Wade's an 86. Flo, we got it to 85. 82 for Floyd. 82 for our right outside linebacker. Stearns, we got up to an 85 as well. So not the best way we wanted to end it, but if we would have kept going, I think we would eventually win one. But 3 years or 3 or 4 years, whatever I just did, I think that's a decent amount. But thank you guys for watching. I think I'm going to do the Rams next, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, gang.